there's actual people that are out there, like, that are watching. Like, they're like, okay, you know, she's gonna buy this. And even adverts. Like, I think yesterday I must have been searching something, and it's gotten to a point where it's so frustrating that it will force you to accept cookies.
Yes.
So I have to read it, and they make it so difficult for you. So you end up saying, fuck this, accept all.
Yes.
Like, they've made it so... So for me, I literally sit there scrolling for a long time. But I think it's, again, designing that society that wants convenience, but you don't know what you're losing as a result of convenience.
That's definitely
I think that's
conveniency is...
It's a devil. That's it.
Yes.
Conveniency is the devil. That's it.
Whatever makes it easiest for you to do something, there's always a
Don't
cost.
Do it. There's a cost.
There's a major
You
cost.
want something easy.
Your privacy for convenience.
Yep. Your privacy for convenience. It's funny that we're talking about this. I know we're gonna stretch this, but since we're like love, so like tell me what you think about this. But lately I've been watching this show. Like, I like to watch things that are like, you know, quirky. So let's call it quirky. So like there's this idea, right? So you know the way in society when it comes to relationship, there's an obsession. Like, I feel like people are really obsessed with getting into a relationship, being in the perfect relationship. To the point where there's so many shows now that bombard you with how important it is for you to be in a relationship, how important it is for you to find the one that just fills you and just gives you everything because you can't do for yourself.
Right.
Which teaches codependency, by the way. And not self-love and independence.
Yeah, that's...
Yes, continue. You get it.
I'm gonna talk more about the subject of codependency. This society is so codependent on everything. Everyone.
But I want you to be that way. Do you know, like what we said before? They want you as this is them with their ass cheeks open. They want you like this. Like, and not dropping. Like, you know, like they don't want you to drop a bit of anything. Like, because I feel like it's funny because I was watching, like I said, the show called The One, and it's basically, everyone's done this, but there's an experiment.
What's that show? Because I've never heard of it.
So it's called, there's many, there was something called Are You The One, and I think that came out like many years ago, maybe 20 to 12 times.
In
and
America?
they had, and it was like a social experiment where they had a bunch of men, a bunch of women to live together in a house, and then they've basically gone and done tests to try and match them with their perfect soulmate. So then in this place, they have to guess who their soulmate is or who their perfect match is, and then they've got to do tasks and things, and at the end of it they win £1 million that they all share together as a group. So it's funny. So I then watched that, and then I then watched another show called Are You The One, and I think they then adapted it into a TV series where this woman, like, obviously makes something like that, like Are You The One, where people have to send in their DNA and their data, but then obviously they've stolen people's data somehow, some way, and people are getting matched. So I was thinking about this idea of, go back to codependency, how as humans we have a gut instinct, like spiritually we have a gut instinct. We have, this is your heart, like this is who you are, but you're a spirit and you feel things, but this society doesn't want you to be in touch with yourself. So it's gotten to a point where I feel like in the future, when it comes to relationships, people are going to be doing stuff like that, where they'll send their DNA to be found with the perfect person. And like Nikki and I were talking about this, I feel like they're already doing that with Married at First Sight. Have you ever watched that before? Where they'll bring strangers together, and then you then go to science, and then you might sit down and write.
Oh, actually, I think I have watched that.
Seen it? Yeah.
That show is insane.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy, but it's gotten to that point now. But I think in the desperation of love, people don't understand what you're losing again for convenience.
Yes.
You don't want to take the time to learn someone, so you're just gonna fill out a couple of surveys. I like dogs. He likes dogs too. He likes to shop. I like to shop too. People are they don't want to go out there and meet people, but like in a way where you allow your soul to tell you, like, is this the right person for me? People want to have someone else tell them. That thing of codependency again. And I feel it's that thing where if you're then told that, well, this is your perfect partner.
You can't tell me what I like. That's crazy. Like people DNA, so they want to match me up with somebody else. Say
because they use your DNA and
you
stuff.
like to cook, I like to cook. I like this, I like that, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't like that, I don't like that. That's not right.
But they're trying to logify
No one
everything.
is perfect.
That makes sense.
Do you know what I mean?
But I don't know how you feel about that. Like, but I don't know that I hit my point there. But like, what I was just trying to say was like, in society it's getting to a point because people are in need of being in love or being in a relationship that people are willing to go through any these weird extents, because I think it's also your mindset. If you don't believe in it, you're not gonna get it. 'Cause I don't know if you guys are aware of like the law of attraction, like in like how
I've watched it once.
So like
the law of attraction, yeah, but I've seen it once, but I thought it was nonsense.
So okay, so this is the thing though. So you know, like the way, for me, for example, like you know the way the universe has laws, right? Like everything is governed by laws. Like there's the law of gravity, but you're not taught about it because it's no matter how good or bad you are, if you jump off a building, you're gonna die. Like doesn't matter how many times you pray to God, you're gonna die. So the universe has laws. Like
just chances like,
Yes, like right now the Earth is orbiting the way it is because there's a law that's governing that. Whether you believe it's whatever you believe, but it's still a law. Like it's there. It's there. So like with the universe, like the law of attraction is where it says like you attract things to you through your thoughts and the way you feel. It's like sometimes, like for example, if you've had a bad day, for example, I've ever realized that if you've had a bad day, constant bad things will happen because you're attracting that because your energy. At the core of things, your energy. So imagine like, let's say everything is always vibrating. So right now, like my energy, I'm calm. So we're feeding each other's energy. So it's like when someone negative comes in or someone has had a fight, you sense that tension, you sense that because at the core of everything, it's energy, innit? So it says like you manifest things into your life depending on how your energy is within yourself. So I feel like, I'm trying to think what my point was for saying this, like with the law of attraction. But I think it's that thing of the things that you attract like within your life as well. So if you believe that, oh my God, it's so hard, my life is really difficult, the universe is going to show you that. It's going to prove it to you because your energy will keep drawing those things in. It's like, so but I just had to say that one.
I completely understand and agree with that. I think everybody lives sort of different realities and everybody lives under a certain sort of guidance or like a step book talking about energies and it's like you're sort of like enabling, you know, whatever bad energies you have, whatever bad thoughts that you have in your, like you said, manifesting it. So like maybe if your mindset is so broken down, maybe you know, get in a relationship with someone who's abusive, someone who is able to control you because you feel like you're not in control of anything. So you're easily gonna end up with that emotionally abusive person. You're gonna listen to them. They're gonna become your life, and that's how you continue the cycle of ignorance and low self-esteem and like no self-acceptance whatsoever because you're so broken, you're so beaten down by whatever's happened to you in your previous life, you know. And different realities,
but it's like going back to that thing we spoke about, self-love. Like I think, man, it's because I think as the more you love yourself again, that also changes like the relationships you have, the encounters you have, the thoughts you have. It's like your life completely changes. And oh man, and I think that's the way you stop repeating cycles as well. Like, you know, the generational curses, the familial bullshit, the societal like things. And I think it's stepping away from that, because I think especially if you allow yourself to be codependent, because I think this society is toxic and it values toxicity. So a lot of the times, let's say if you're in a real, like right now we're having a real conversation. So when people have these real conversations in real life, they're uncomfortable because they're breaking away from the toxicity, and because all they've known is toxicity, they're scared because they're like, I need to be plugged into this thing because everyone else is doing it. That goes back to the conformity thing. It's a trap, and it's an illusion, because everything we think about, when you really think about it, everyone, like right now, science, they say it's science. That's their version of science. Like right now, you can discover what science is through your life experience. But because you're no one and you're not an accredited writer in their eyes, what you're saying is not fact. Like, for example, like I could come there and be like, well, being my Zimbabwean experience of Africa is different from yours, but they won't listen to that because it's like, no, because we need to write the book. Like what you're saying is not true. And I think when you're independent and you're a free thinker, you allow yourself to explore and like actually, I think experience life. I don't know if you lot like see what like feel that, but like I just feel like when you, it's uncomfortable. So I don't know whether you've experienced that before, where you've like broken off from norms and
I think that's
see
not.
the reaction.
I think the education system is flawed. It's all flawed. Do you understand? Because like they trying to teach you that where you stay, and you stick was the corporation. Because the education system has been set up by the corporation where they want you to graduate and then work for the bank, work for the company, work for the factory,
you're being trained
work
for them.
McDonald's as an accountant. So you can't go and create your own thing. Do you understand? That's why I think the education system is flawed as well. And by they want to take only the person that, you know what I mean, the thing that is actually a rich person and they're writing the book. But it's flawed.
It is. It's true, and I think it's the way they make it so hard as well for you as an independent person. Because you've even with everything has been so controlled, even to your mindset of money. Like going back to like energy, like money is energy. Like it's literally just pieces of paper with print on it. It's not hard to get. Like, but they've taught people that money doesn't grow on trees. But if you use your common sense, trees create paper. Create paper, guys. And all they do is refine it.
You need to go and
you need to really, like I always